Right, back out on another Denton to Guilsborough walk. Lindsay's just dropped me off in Denton, so I'm in the first couple of fields now. It's a lovely morning. I was actually supposed to do this walk yesterday, but it's a bit overcast in Northamptonshire, so I've binned it off. Gone for it today, so yeah, weather's good. Temperatures are predicted to get up into the high teens, so it will get warm, but also a chance of a bit clouding over this afternoon with a small chance of showers, so I've got the waterproofs if that happens. All the usual stuff, about 2 litres of water with me, bit of food, change of socks, all that kind of malarkey. So we look at about 33 miles a day, so between 13 and 14 hours. Yeah, looking forward to it. We're about 2.5 kilometres into the walk now. It's going well. I've just stopped for some water. I'm heading towards Hackleton now, and then when I get beyond there I'm heading to Piddington and then Quinton, going over the M1, and then I'm heading towards road. Last year's walk went completely wrong when I got to road because there was a bypass construction project going on, so all the footpaths going out the village were closed, and it just got, I spent about an hour and a half in total around that area just rerouting. But the construction project's complete now, so the footpath's open, so it should be a lot more plain sailing. So yeah, I'm just alongside the Northampton International Raceway off your local to the area Blisworth Stadium. Probably can't see, there's some wind turbines on the horizon over there, so I'm heading towards those. There's down near the M1, and then I'm heading right all the way along here, and then you won't be able to see it here, but right on the horizon there's some wind turbines, which I believe are the ones at Cold Ashby, which is the next village up to Guilsborough, so they're miles away. So yeah, it's a big walk, it's a long walk, but I love it. I love this, just getting the backpack on, food, water, everything you need for the day, and just enjoying being out in the countryside. It's great. So yeah, quick swallow of water and I'll crack on. Right, about 8 kilometres, 8.5 kilometres into the walk now. I've just stopped for a bite to eat and a bit of water. The old clouds are rolling in now. As I said earlier, there is a threat of showers, later on, which I don't actually mind. Showers are good, adds a bit of spice to the adventure, as long as it's not persistent rain. That's the important thing. That would be a bit annoying, but yep, so we'll see what happens. Just gone past Quinton now. I'm heading towards the M1. Those wind turbines just there. I'll be walking close by to those, and then heading towards road, where all that construction stuff's complete. complete now, so no footpath issues. And then I'm heading down to Blisworth onto the Grand Union Canal up towards Gayton, where I'll stop for some lunch, and then back onto the canal up to Bugbrooke, and then onto Harpole, to the Brinktons, East Haddon, Ravensthorpe, Quinton, and then back home. So yeah, probably going to get home around 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. So long day ahead, but it's a great day to be outdoors. This is the 4th time I've done this walk, so got quite a bit of experience with it now. I don't really need to refer to the maps anymore, I know the way, so that saves a lot of time. This year I've cut down on weight a lot, because the previous 3 times I've taken so much stuff, and it's I've paid for that later on in the walk. So this walk I've really cut down on stuff throughout. I think the first walk I did, I took like 5 litres of water, which is ridiculous. So I've been cutting down each time. This year I've just got 2 litres. I think that's enough, but if it's not, I'm going to pass some shops on the way, so I'll pop in and get some water if needs be. Yeah, I've just cut down on food, like spare clothes, whatnot. So the backpack's a lot lighter this year, and it's yeah, a lot easier. So yeah, hopefully this walk will be a bit more comfortable. Hopefully also I'll avoid cow fields. I love cows, but I don't trust them. So if I can avoid cow fields, that'd be great. So yep, crack on over the M1 down into Ryde. Let's go. 3.5k in, not far off halfway now, and I've just got to Gayton. Stopped at this bench here to have a 20-minute stop and enjoy these wonderful views. Yeah, splendid stuff. Physically feeling fine, feet just a little bit sore but nothing major, so yeah, I'm actually feeling really good. So quick bite to eat and then it's on to the second half of this walk. So I'll carry on down here and then the canal, back onto the canal, which will go around here and then off at Bugbrooke, and then I'll start making my way this way and Guilsborough's way over there somewhere. Still a long way off, but weather's great. So yeah, lovely walk so far. Just setting off for the second half of the walk after a bite to eat. I've just noticed right on the horizon, it's very small, but there is a church spire, and the position of it, it could be the church in Guilsborough, which is pretty much just around the corner from where I live. So it's nice that at the halfway point I get that sort of a marker of completion, if you will. It's yeah, it's a long way away, but I'm pretty sure that is Guilsborough Church. I'll zoom in, but yeah, you can't see it at all. It's somewhere around the centre of the screen there. Wonderful. Just walking down Glassthorpe Lane on the way to Glassthorpe Hill, which is right up ahead there. And I'm wondering if this is a potential rain shower coming in. Actually, that would feel quite nice right now, that'd be quite refreshing, so I'm all for it. But yeah, I'm going to get to the Glassthorpe Hill and then stop for 15 minutes, have some food and a bit of water. Let my feet air out a bit. But yeah, actually, bar a couple of blisters on both feet, I'm actually feeling fine, absolutely fine. Love it. 35k into the walk now. I've just stopped on the side of Glassthorpe Hill for a 15-minute bite to eat. I'm going to let my feet breathe a bit as well because I've got a couple of blisters, but apart from that, physically I'm feeling fine, absolutely fine. So yeah, it's been a great walk so far. It's clouding over a bit now, so may get some rain in a bit by the looks of things, but that'll actually be quite refreshing now, so I don't mind that. Yeah, quite lucky here because this field here usually has cows in it, but there weren't any today. I've only actually encountered one cow field so far. I know, very docile, so no cow issues so far, but I know there's a cow field near East Haddon, so one more to come yet, so see what happens. But yeah, it's been a lovely walk so far, really enjoyed it. Oh, it feels good to get the boots off. I've just got, I've got a blister around about there, and yeah, same place on the other foot. But these boots have done really well. Hockers, I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, these yeah, done ever so well. My old boots before were just some cheap ones from Go Outdoors or something like that, and they just weren't up to long walks like this. So my feet, in the previous walks, have really suffered like blisters all over. So to already have two small blisters there and there is, yeah, spot on. So very impressed with these. Very impressed indeed. Yeah, good. Looks like I spoke too soon about the cows because I've just noticed there's some in that field there which I've got to walk across shortly. I'll be coming down here, and then yeah, along the edge of this field. Yeah, so past that barn and then yeah, up there. So I hope these guys leave me alone. If not, then I'll have to do an uppercut to them. Punch them. Punch their beard off. How stunning is this? Northamptonshire countryside is underrated in my opinion. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And there's no one here. I've been out walking predominantly across fields since 8 o'clock, and I've in the field sections I've passed 5 people. The canal was quite busy, but the fields, no one here, and it's absolutely stunning. So you pretty much get it all yourself. Well, apart from those bloody cows, but there you go. Welcome for this game. See you later. Approaching Little Brington, just about to come off this bridleway. Yeah, that was a bit awkward. I just down there, about half a mile. I just walked past a couple that were enjoying the outdoors, if you know what I mean. Massively awkward. Well, unfortunately that's where the adventure ends, as shortly after capturing that last clip my phone went down to 10% battery. So rather than waste that last bit of battery recording videos and like taking photographs, I decided to save it just in case I did something like roll my ankle and I had to contact my wife to come and collect me. But yeah, I do carry a power bank with me, which usually gives me about 3 full phone charges. I only used it once during that hike, so perhaps the power bank's on its way out, so I'll have to look at replacing that for the next hikes. But that was the downside to what was a fantastic day. It was such a great hike. The weather was brilliant. Physically, I felt great. I had those 2 small blisters on my feet, but that was it. And the blisters that I usually get with the old boots in the previous walks were, yeah, they were very painful. So to only have the 2 small ones with the new boots, that's great. I'm very impressed with those boots. Yeah, I made a bit of a theme of this Denton to Guilsborough walk. I grew up in Denton and I now live in Guilsborough, so to start a walk where I grew up and head into where I now live just has this kind of charm to it. And yeah, growing up in Denton, surrounded by all that countryside, me and my friends would go off on adventures all day down the fields, and yeah, lots of great memories. So it's able to kind of recreate that in a more kind of adult way, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I really enjoyed them. I've actually got some more hikes coming up, Denton's Guilsborough hikes that is, in the next couple of months. So in June I've got one planned where I'll start in Denton, I'll head to sort of Brayfield, Littlehope, and then I'll go through town centre out towards Halston Fairs and then the Bramptons and back home that way. So yeah, that'll be different. Going through town centre, be quite busy, but looking forward to it. And then in July I've got another Denton Skills walk, which I actually did in August, which starts in Denton and goes to kind of like Ellsbarton, Sywell, Pitswood Water, and then sort of back home that way. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to those. It's just a great thing to do, just to backpack, food and water, just head out into the countryside all day. It's yeah, really, it's good for the mind and it's good fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll leave you with some photographs that I took during the walk. So take care.